My name is Ian. I'm a product manager at Listener. Listener is a ultrasonic protocol that sends data over audio. What that means is we use inaudible high-frequency audio waves to transmit information, and we can do this with any commercial speaker and microphone. It's a completely offline way to send information and doesn't have the hardware or infrastructure costs that other protocols like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and NFC have, nor does it have the connectivity issues that exist on those platforms. We started in 2012 in the live event space, powering mobile apps for experiences in the music industry for artists like J. Cole and Swedish House Mafia, and for festivals like the Budweiser Made in America Tour. Since then, we've transitioned into other markets as well, such as fintech, ticketing, and the automotive industry, with solutions geared around proximity, authentication, and data transmission. So if any of that sounds interesting, we'd love to have you on board. We're looking for digital signal processing engineers, embedded systems engineers, and a QA engineer. But that being said, we're always looking for talent in business development, marketing, finance, and operations as well. So check out listener.com, that's LISNR.com, to learn more about Listener.
Hi, I'm Michaela. I'm from Civil Maps. We provide cognition for self-driving cars through 3D semantic maps, perception, and localization. Our software helps the car know where they are and enables them to navigate safely. We were founded in 2015 and have investors such as Ford, SAIC, Modus Ventures, and we work with other OEMs as well. In particular, we're looking for people in the machine learning space or people who have experience with sensor calibration and working with sensors such as LiDAR, IMU, and GPS. We're also looking for front-end engineers experience with WebGL, augmented reality, 3D graphics.
Hey guys, I'm Eric. I'm head of the engineering team at Scalable Press. Scalable Press is a print-on-demand company, and what that means is you give us your graphics, tell us what you want to print those graphics on, we will print and ship it to you. And what's interesting about the company is we're kind of vertically integrated. That means we are responsible for the e-commerce websites through which we sell our services, the REST API, which is an interface into our manufacturing facilities, and we actually run and operate the 5 manufacturing facilities, and inside those we run only our own software. So the software engineering team at SP is responsible for basically the end-to-end flow of a garment or other printed good from being a blank item all the way to getting to the customer. What else is interesting? We're a full stack JavaScript shop, so we're actually using standard web technologies like React and Node.js in the warehouses to interact with different industrial equipment, barcode scanners, label makers, you name it, we write JavaScript code to integrate with it. And the reason we do that is because if you look at the status quo of the print industry, it's very old school. There's a lot of pencil and paper, thumb drives being passed around, really just stupid things like that. Our approach is to use web technology, bring everything to be uniquely barcoded, so our operators are scanning barcodes, tells them to do something, they put something somewhere, and they're done, and they move on to the next one. In the end, what that allows us to do is deliver printed products at a lower cost with a faster turnaround time to our customers. And that's what Scalable Press does. We're hiring for full-time internships, really everything. We've doubled in size every year for the last 3 years, so we need a lot of people.
Hey, we're on Specta. We make a just-in-time compiler for neural networks. We optimize neural network inference on commodity CPUs like Intel CPUs, ARM CPUs, and we speed up inference on the order of like 10 to 100x. So imagine that you train your neural network on hundreds of GPUs in the cloud, and then you try to deploy it on a smartphone, on a self-driving car, on a drone. You no longer have access to these GPUs. You only have access to a smaller, dedicated chip. If you take a standard framework like Caffe or TensorFlow and try to run it on such a chip, it will be very, very slow. We speed up inference on those chips 10 to 100x. We're looking for software and research engineers to join our team. We're a small company based in Palo Alto, 5-person strong. Our compiler works for Intel and ARM CPUs, but we're expanding to other chips as well.
I'm Elliot Sun. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Cloudless. We are a Berkeley founded company based here in downtown Berkeley, just a couple blocks away from the BART station. We build a developer platform. We provide developer tools that make it really easy for software developers to integrate all different kinds of cloud software into their own applications. And the value that we're really providing is that today there's thousands of different cloud applications out there, whether it's cloud storage services like Dropbox, Box, Google Drive, or different CRM services like Salesforce. There's thousands of things now that are serving different businesses, and developers need to work with all these different APIs, and all of them are really different. So we give you one spot where you can come and integrate with anything that you need with a single unified API. So even though we have a small team, we're 14 people, we've got 7 people here in Berkeley, 8 people out in an office that we just opened in Taipei. We're serving thousands of developers at many very large companies across the world, servicing millions and millions of API calls every single day. We're doing that with just 14 people. So actively looking to hire more all across the board, front end, back end, full-time interns. We're pretty much looking for any kind of software engineering talent we can bring to help us carry our mission forward.
Hey, I'm Emily. I am a recruiter here at DocSend. We are a content management platform. We help sales and marketing teams better enable their whole process. So what we do is we host our content on our platform, and then through the DocSend we send it out to their leads and prospects. When the leads and prospects open these documents, we can track tons of analytics on what they do. So everything from how many times they're opening a document to what they're looking at, how long they're looking at it for, when they're looking at it, pull all that data back into our platform. And then we can basically tell those sales and marketing teams what's working and what isn't. Pretty cool product. We've grown a lot over the last year especially. We were founded in 2013, but we got our Series A funding last year, ended up tripling our revenue last year, and pulled on some big clients like Pinterest, New York Times, Forbes Magazine, namely Greenhouse, the list goes on. We're hiring 4 full stack engineers. We have both an internship and a full-time position.
Hi, I'm Mina. I'm here on behalf of Interviewing.io, where I head up our university initiative. A little bit about my background is that I'm a recent computer science graduate. So in 2016, I graduated in CS and worked as a full-time software engineer. And then looking back, kind of appreciated both the privileges that I had going to top school, as well as the obstacles that I'd faced in getting a software engineering job out of college, which led me to work at Interviewing.io. Interviewing.io provides students with free practice interviews with engineers from Google, Facebook, Dropbox, and more. And if you do well on those interviews, you can get real jobs and internships through us as well.
So Tenor is a GIF search and share platform. We make it easy for users to search and share GIFs from their native messenger and email clients. We do this with the goal of making it easier for people to express themselves. We really look at GIFs as a visual language. They're very powerful. They can express emotions, tone. They can add body language, facial expressions, and cultural references to your conversations, to your dialogues on social media, and that's exactly where we bring in our functionality. We have our iOS and Android app, the GIF keyboard app, that makes it so you can easily search and share GIFs from your native messenger email client, both top ranked apps in their respective stores. And then we also have our OS X and web apps, both very popular on desktop and web. And then we have our API, which powers the GIF search and share functionality for over 300 companies. You can find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Kick Messenger, and WhatsApp, and several other messengers and social media platforms.
Hi, my name is Mike Tung. I'm the CEO and founder of DiffBot. We're an artificial intelligence company. We're based in Mountain View, California. Spin out of Stanford University, although I am a Cal graduate, so go Bears. So what we focus on is we apply AI to the problem of understanding the world's knowledge. So the goal of our company is to build a comprehensive map of all of human knowledge. We call this the knowledge graph. We do this by analyzing all the web pages that exist on the web and apply computer vision and natural language processing techniques on those pages. And we use that to assemble this world's largest available knowledge graph. It currently has billions of entities in it and up to trillions of facts in it. Information about people, organizations, places, products, things like articles, images, and video, all into like a coherent knowledge graph. So we want to provide essentially knowledge as a service to all kinds of intelligent applications.
Hey everyone, I'm Patrick Hong. I'm from Datos.io. We're based out of San Jose. We are a cloud-focused distributed database backup and recovery software company. Basically what we're hiring for right now, we're looking for full-time positions as well as interns for both spring, that's going to be starting around January, as well as the summer. We're looking at June when y'all get out of school. We're, pretty, I don't want to say standard, but, we do software engineering and we take it really seriously here. We don't have time as a small startup to waste on, frivolous projects. So when you come in, whether you're full-time or you're an intern, you're an engineer and you have your skill set. And you're gonna see all of the work that we have to do, and you get to choose, what kind of work do you want to do, what do you want to grow in, what kind of stuff do you want to contribute to, and what are you able to do. And we're very flexible, we're able to create kind of like your projects and create a program with you to really do the best for yourself as well as for us as a company.
Hi, I'm Thea. I'm the HR and recruitment administrator at Volta. Volta is the world's largest network of electric vehicle chargers. And what differentiates us from other EV charging companies is that our charging is completely free to the customer. How do we do this? We make our revenue through advertising that we do on the stations, which are placed in primarily high foot traffic areas. So shopping plazas, grocery stores, or something similar.
We're rolling.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm a computer vision engineer at Orbital Insight. So what our company does is we're a geospatial data analytics company. We mainly take satellite imagery, but also other kinds of data, let's say like weather data, and try to extract meaningful signals for our customers. So our customers include, for example, NGOs, governments, and financial institutions. I'm just going to mention one project I'm working on right now. So I'm currently working with the World Resources Institute. So they're trying to track deforestation or get a better idea of the extent of it, because asking governments directly about that information oftentimes doesn't give you reliable data. So what we want to do is objectively just look at the satellite imagery of countries like Indonesia, where a lot of deforestation is happening, and see what's actually how much area is being lost in rainforest, how much area is being converted into plantations, and how the land there is being used to get or to be able to make more informed policy decisions. And I think it's really exciting for me to work in that, because I not only get to work on the technology components of it, but I also learn about this whole area of palm oil industry and deforestation, which I didn't know too much about beforehand.
Hi, my name is Sion Mitsunaga with EIT Digital. I manage our EU-US education programs and partnerships out of our Silicon Valley hub. So who is EIT Digital? EIT stands for the European Institute of Innovation and Technology, and EIT is an EU body that was formed to advance innovation and entrepreneurship in Europe. And EIT Digital, which is us, we are supported by this EU body, and our focus is on digital innovation and entrepreneurship. We operate on so many different levels in advancing innovation in Europe. We work with other pan-European ecosystems. We work with national governments in many different countries. We're actually located in 9 different countries throughout Europe: France, Italy, Sweden, the UK, just to name a few. We also have an accelerator, so we work with startups. We lead innovation activities where we bring in different members of our ecosystem, industry leaders, to work together to bring innovations to market. And for the first time this year, we're also rolling out an internship exchange program. And this is to promote connecting the US and Europe ecosystems through internships.
Hi, I'm Richard Huang. I'm from Playground Global. We're a VC firm based in Palo Alto, founded by Andy Rubin, the creator of Android. Andy left Google about 2 years ago and wanted to create an environment where people can come together and work on cool stuff. And so that's what Playground's about. Even our name, Playground, we have some toys. We actually have our own machine shop, 8 different 3D printers, laser cutters, electric saws. We even have a titanium 3D printer. We've in terms of playground, there's really three parts. There's the funding. We've raised $800 million in funding so far. So we use the money to invest in startups. And then there's the space itself. We have our own machine shop. We have a testing lab. We have a double E lab. Different workbenches, scopes. You debug your boards. We have different optics labs, and basically people can come to Playground and work on something tangible.
All right. Hey, my name is Trevor. I'm here to talk about Skydio. We're an aerial robotics startup based right here in the Bay Area. And our first product that we're working on right now is a MacBook-sized quadcopter with over 10 onboard cameras that uses computer vision and machine learning to reason about its environment and can navigate itself fully autonomously based on that information. In terms of the exciting things about working at Skydio, we have an incredible team across all relevant disciplines that it takes to build and ship intelligent consumer products, hardware, mechanical, electrical, as well as the high-level algorithms and research. And we're thinking about a lot of the same problems that self-driving car companies are, except for we have to make all of our stuff fit on a really small embedded system. And for hiring, most of our efforts are going to be focused on scaling our software team across all relevant areas. So low-level firmware and embedded systems development, infrastructure, just general kind of like back-end system stuff, the user-facing mobile app, folks who are super passionate about video, as well as the high-level algorithms across computer vision, deep learning, motion planning, and controls.
Hey, I'm Sushant. I'm a co-founder at HealthPals. I want to talk to you a little bit about our company and who we're looking for. So I am a EECS alum from Cal, and I run the technology and the product. HealthPals combines data and medical. So we use data science and medical science to solve some of the hardest problems in healthcare. And what we do is we take clinical data, healthcare data, and provide clinical context to that data for various stakeholders like pharma companies, providers, and others. So we have one of the largest data sets in the world in healthcare, hundreds of millions of records, and we're looking for really great back-end engineers and machine learning engineers to be able to help us scale that data and to extract useful insights for that. We're working with some of the top names in healthcare, like Stanford Healthcare, Sutter, AstraZeneca, American Heart Association, American College of Cardiology. We're a small team, less than 10 people, but growing rapidly and looking for full-time, looking for people for full-time positions in May, as well as interns. Okay, thank you very much.